when you get a group that's this excited and this dynamic together in one place, you can't help but have a little bit of fun.
But they're accomplishing something, aren't they?
Well, there's a lot of work to be done, and when you get these people together, it's a perfect chance to try to address some of the issues that we have, and I'm seeing some amazing solutions come. It's hard not to have fun when you see things happening like this.
Actually, I wasn't really expecting to have too much fun either, because I thought we'd have to do all this work.
Are you having fun?
I am, and actually we're still doing all this work.
From February 7th to the 10th, 2000, some 300 members of DND's Civilian Human Resources Community, HRBMs, union leaders, and civilian and military managers gathered at the NAV Canada Training Institute in Cornwall. Their purpose was to come together with their values and energy to discover ways to achieve lasting excellence in HR service, to ensure quality in the service they deliver, and forge a new network of people and resources that will prepare their community for the challenges of this new century. Participants experienced a series of exercises, interspersed with presentations from world-renowned experts in the evolving field of HR. The exercises began with one-on-one interviews.
It's weird because I've always been the youngest. In my family, I'm the youngest by 8 years. And my oldest brother's 14 years older than me, and in the workplace, I'm the youngest. But it's cool to see how...
The interviews were composed of a series of questions that encouraged participants to share positive experiences from their careers. Following this exercise was one of the seminars that delivered up-to-the-minute information on the state-of-the-art in HR science. Longtime members of the HR community and recent ones alike contributed a wide range of their collective wisdom through this process. The pairs from the one-on-one exercise now gathered into groups of 6. In this session, the participants discussed the results of their interviews and came up with a series of key factors that described the best aspect of their current and hopefully future workplaces.
I'm surprised with how much this feels like a close-knit group. I was expecting a much larger feeling. When you say that you're going to get 300 people together, I didn't expect to actually get to meet most of them and talk to them and get to know where they're coming from, and I've had the chance to start doing that, so I'm very encouraged.
A tremendous number of ideas and concepts were introduced.
I think it's pretty scary. It's getting lots of ideas out there, and somebody said just recently there's an awful lot out there, and the challenge will be to bring it into some kind of a focus that we can do something with when we leave here in the next couple of days.
The process is it's a lot to accomplish in a short period of time, and you can feel the synergy and the energy that's built or that's been building since the interview process.
Positive. I like that one too. Breaking new ground. Keep smiling.
If anything broke down barriers and brought participants closer together, it was this next phase. Armed with the concepts from the charts, groups of 12 were formed to create pictures that would represent what they felt were the key values and ideas for the future HR network.
There's a lot of laughing there. Where's Hervé there, standing on the ship? The plane. Do we want that iceberg? But surprisingly, at the end of today, here we are, and look around the room, and the energy, the enthusiasm. I don't want to sound like I'm being affected or something, but it's true. I'm usually not that high, but I'm having fun, and it seems to be working. I can't wait till tomorrow.
It is fun. It's we're into the second day of a process. What's happening today is very interesting because we're much more at a creative level. We're into drawing what we envision the future to be.
the presentation that I want to give you.
Oh, we've got folks here from almost every province across Canada, all kinds of different people. We've got people that have been in the department for a week. We've got people that have been in the department for 30 years. So it's quite a diverse group when you look at who's here.
And so that's the nature of our symbolism here in terms of the HR community quilt.
The pictures of the future were presented in still larger groups. Each feature of their picture, drawn from their written list, was interpreted for the members of the other groups. When this was completed, everyone returned to their group and the pictures were converted into possibility statements and then presented to the entire conference.
A proper and balanced diet is the key to success. La communication est au centre de nos activités. Like a lighthouse, we will safely guide you through your voyage. Fortified by effective communications, driven by challenge, guided by accountability, and energized by continuous learning.
The energy was great here today. People were excited, people were happy, they wanted to be part of a team, and I believe really firmly that this is going to be very effective and very, very, very challenging for those people who will have to go back and actually, you know, say, okay, this is what we came up with, but I'm sure they'll be successful.
And relationships in French, who would like to work on?
On the next and final morning of the symposium, the participants undertook their most difficult task. They would take all the concepts that had been developed in the previous days and use them to identify changes required in the organization to give life to the possibility statements.
Please go to where Pierre is pointing you.
It's very interesting. Yesterday we talked about a general possibility statement about what we think or what we hope that the workplace can be. Today we're breaking it down in different elements of the organization, structure, leadership, you know, different parts, different things that sort of compose the workplace, and focusing on each to see where we can go with all these elements.
Yesterday we had the chance to discuss so many broad and abstract ideas and dream a little, and today we're having the chance to take our dreams and put them into a package that we can take back to our service centers with us and apply. I think the application is the key here. If we can't get this done, then this is in vain. I think that if we take something home, we have so many good ideas, we have to put them together, and now we're having the chance to do just that, come up with ideas. I'm going to be working on workplace reward program. I think that that's crucial, and I'd like to see this go somewhere and have these ideas applied in my service center, hopefully.
I think the conventional kind of format doesn't give you this interaction. The interaction here was exceptional. People got to talk to people that, I guess in a conventional way, you couldn't. You couldn't talk to your managers, you couldn't talk to your DGs. Here, you're paired up with, at times, even Madame Boudria. So I think that's exceptional. That's something that you wouldn't see.
You are now invited to be part of the change process by getting involved in your regional or corporate working groups. These working groups will help us implement changes so we can become a vibrant community of HR professionals.
Hello everyone. Like you, I have just finished watching the video from the symposium, and what a great way to relive the experience of those 3 days. I'm so happy that through the video you will have an opportunity to share and appreciate the energy generated during the symposium. Although you could not be there, I wanted to share with you the fun participants had working together at building our HR network. What a wonderful testimony by the people who attended and of their accomplishment. I was overwhelmed by the amount of energy demonstrated by our colleagues as I participated in the activities of the symposium. I am truly proud of the work already done, and I am convinced that with the participation of each and every member of the network, you will surpass our objective of services without borders, an invitation to excellence. Now that the symposium is over, people have asked me what my wishes are. I have only one wish, and it's quite simple. I wish for every member of the HR network, whether in the regions or at headquarters, to commit to the sustaining of the energy created at the symposium. With your involvement and commitment, we can surpass our objective of services without borders. I invite you to be part of our journey. Your energy, your enthusiasm, and your participation in different workshops are all very important. I would like to thank you in advance for accepting my invitation. Then, later this year, a summit will take place where success stories and life-giving experiences that will have taken place since the symposium will be shared. Thank you again, and I hope to see you soon.